Welcome to my channel. I'm so grateful that you are here. This is Holland, a place to be to educate our next generation wholeheartedly and consciously at home and on the road. So today I'm going to talk about the recipe for teaching your baby successfully an introduction to early learning per se. And there's a few fundamentals to remember when teaching babies, and most of them you already know in your heart as a parent. Bear in mind that this is only my own opinion, my own personal experience on my baby, and from my research it doesn't make it right, doesn't make it wrong, it's just my own personal opinion. So if it be benefit to you and helpful to you, please use it. But if it's not, you know there is many different way out there, because I am not any kind of expert. This is only what I do, what I experience, and I love it to share it with you. And if it could help you in any way, that'd be great. Alright, so if you want to know about 10 methods to teach a baby, please head over to my other video link. I put it in the below description box, where you can find more on different 10 methods, and you can explore about which one suits your baby the most. Okay. Glenn Doman said that if intelligence is the ability to learn, then babies are born genius. So remember that your babies are genius. Absolutely amazing. The baby brains had the potential to learn just about anything, and parents have a very important role to play in determining just how much and how easily their baby learned. And here is what you should bear in mind when you're going to teach your baby. Right. Number one, a very unique window of opportunities in between 5 months gestation to 5 years of age. The younger the brain is, the more malleable it is, and that's why young children are like sponges. They absorb everything. A baby brain builds itself by forming connections in response to the stimulation it receives daily, and the fetus begin responding to sound during month 5 in the womb. So when her sense of hearing becomes fully developed, this means that learning begins even before birth. And then after birth, the baby brain continues wiring itself in response to the child's experiences of the world surrounding. Learning is faster and more effortless than it will ever be ever again in their life. So acquiring the native language from birth guarantees that we will master that language. So regardless of how linguistically gifted we turn out to be as an adult. So it's all about harnessing the power of a baby brain. Likewise, anyone can master the skill of reading, math, or music so long as they begin learning at young enough age. So take this opportunity and introduce to your child as many things as possible when they were very little. Of course, if you are a new mom, like me, for the first 3 months you want to be with your baby, interact with them, and spend as much time to understand the need of your baby. So there's no teaching that I suggest for the first 3 months to be present, be with your child, be with your baby, because you got to learn to understand her, and she needs to learn to understand you as how to interact with others, and how you be able to teach her further in the rest of her life. So number 2, baby loves to learn. Yes, all baby love to learn. A baby brain is hardwired for learning, so making baby the most greatest student ever in the world. And what's more, baby, as small children can carry a whole baggage that comes from being sent to school and being subjected to quizzes, tests, and examinations. So for baby, learning is pure enjoyment. We as an adult is the opposite. We think that as learning is painful. Think about this. If you have an interest, when you take your time to research about it, learning about it, for example, cooking, you spend time to learn about, to find out the recipe, and then testing and buying the ingredients, and then testing, cooking it for the first time is a pure enjoyment to you, right? So it's the same with baby. Everything new, all the new experience, everything surround them, all the sound, all the noise, all the material, everything's amazing to babies. So they love learning. And number 3, teaching should never be forced. A regular practice is important, but not to the point of forcing. So above all, your child should enjoy the learning process and hold the lessons only when she is receptive and end them before she lost her interest. Number 4, play is essential. Baby and children need time to explore the world around them. So you can pick up an object and examine them and then get to grips with the laws of nature. Your baby should also spend the majority of her waking hours engaged in hands-on playing. Number 5, relax and have fun with the baby. Avoid focusing on having your child achieve specific knowledge goal. Treat lesson time instead as an opportunity for strengthening the parent and child bonding. Teaching your baby should never become a source of stress for either any of you. And if you feel this is happening, then please re-evaluate your approach or trim down the lesson programs as necessary. Okay, so if you thought of teaching your child means simply giving lessons, then things again. In fact, there are several special ingredients that you need even more than teaching material itself, programs or lessons plan. You can put them all together and you have a receipt for teaching success. So this is Holland channel receipt about teaching your child successfully. Alright, here we go. The ingredients are right down. You got to get pen and paper and write it down. So the ingredients are 1 cup of affection, 1 cup nutrition, 4 tablespoons routine, 1 cup of stimulation, 10 tablespoons of repetition, and 7 meals of consistencies, a pinch of perseverance, and a sprinkle of humor. That's it. Then move on to the method. You got to mix all ingredients together. The great things about the recipe is that it doesn't matter which order you add the ingredients. You can even be a bit loose with the quantities, just so as long as you make sure everything is included, right? And before you know it, you and your child will be having a great time of your life, playing the wonderful games of learning. So, have you actually teaching your child from the early age? Or have you talked about homeschooling your child? Or are you actually homeschooling your child in many different ways? Please share because I love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and if teaching your babies from the early age is something that you wanted to do or you try it, please let me know in the comment below. And if you want more explorations on homeschooling in multiple dimensions, please head over to annholland.com and leave me a comment, as I love to hear from you. And if you like the video, please share it with all of your friends and families or anyone that you think is might help. I really appreciate that, and it would mean the world to me if you could subscribe to our channels on YouTube, because it will encourage me to create more videos like this. Keep on teaching your child and educating them with all of your heart, because your kids just love learning as much as you love them. Stay awesome, and I see you in the next video. Bye bye.